Hi crafters, Louise with you. Thanks so much for checking out this scrapbook layout. I'm playing along with 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, inspired by this sketch, and I'm turning it into a 9x12. And again, depending on the photos that I'm using will depend on whether I do a 12x12 and which album it will go into. So in this case, I've chosen some photos of my little pal Popeye lounging around in his new favourite spot, which is on the windowsill, up against the window, underneath the curtain and in the sun. And because that's his little spot and he's the only one featuring in these photos, that means that this goes into his 9x12 album. So I've pulled a few stash items. I knew that I wanted to use this really fantastic rainbow background. I thought it really grabbed me, and I wanted to challenge myself not to use a white background. I've also grabbed that little piece of gold that just had like it was just a piece of leftover sitting on the desk. It was pretty close by, so I'm going to trim that down and make that my bottom feature. And off camera, after I'd put the little frames on, I decided that it looked good, but I just wanted to give it that little bit more. And so I've done some hand stitching and just added that little bit of texture and that little bit of extra interest that's going to help that to kind of be a bit more of a feature on the layout. And off camera, I've gone and stuck most of this down, just ready to position it now that I've pulled out a few little embellishment pieces from stash. Again, just trying to incorporate some of these fantastic colors from that background paper, but still really do the sketch justice. So if you've never played along with this series, over on Facebook there's a group that you can join, and each day has a sketch inspiration, and you go ahead and create and upload that to the group, and it's great to see what everybody else creates and the fun that they have. So certainly check out 30 days of sketches. It's not every month. I think it's every fourth month maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, for the month of March, there's 30 days of sketch inspiration. All right, so having a little fun here with stickers and just deciding how I'm going to continue to embellish this layout. It kind of felt super simple because it came together really easily. I didn't have to do too much thinking. It kind of, it really just seemed to work. So I enjoyed, and that's a really great part of using sketches is it doesn't have to be super challenging. You can really go into as much depth and detail as your scrapping preference provides. I could have quite easily added some mixed media to the background here. I could have put some paste down and really gone into depth with that area behind the photos, but sometimes you just want to keep it clean and keep it simple. And in doing that, I'm simply going to draw a little black pen border around the outside, and I'm going to call this one done. I love the bright color. I love the gold and the little areas of embellishing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, happy scrapping.